Has the bell gone?
Bell has in fact gone here for the final session of day 6 at the 2024 Australian Open. Val Febo here with you for men's fours coverage between Michael Taylor, Alan Brough, Johann Hrabak, Michael Brennan, and they're up against Isaac Maughan, Anthony Parker, David Minns, and Jarryd Davies. I'm joined in the hot seat here by Andrew Howie and Nick Hind, as they have done all day so superbly. Gentlemen, how are you? Howie, your sunburn is okay. You've been sitting, you're in the hot seat today, the literal hot seat where the sun's coming in. How are you feeling?
Feeling great, Val. Looking forward to this matchup. And, yeah, thanks for my full day in the commentary box and putting me in the sun. But
you offered to do it.
No worries. But nevertheless, it's been a great day's action, and looking forward to finishing off with this match. And the bell hasn't gone. It's they're still commencing their trial ends.
So I did hear a hooter. We'll double check this. Just make sure, because I think a hooter did go off. So let's see. We'll bring you that as to whether we are in a trial end or not. But
well, it certainly is, because the skips are kicking the bowls around. So they were a bit casual getting out here.
Yeah. So we've jumped the gun hearing a hooter, and we've actually got a little bit of time to sort of set this up. So
yeah, if it's
it should be a 2:30 start, so this should be the opening end. But so I think they're doing a roll-up. We might have to tell them to stop their roll-up, and we'll see what happens. Luckily, we do have Andrew Howie out here who can he can pull rank.
Yes, but look, what I can tell you though is that the teams are as listed. So Anthony Parker, David Minns, Isaac Maughan, and Jarryd Davies. So there's been a change in the positions within that team from what is in bowls link.
So explain that again.
So Anthony Parker is now playing lead. David Minns is playing second. Isaac Maughan is now playing third, and Jarryd Davies retains the spot as skip. Michael Taylor, Alan Brough, John Hrabak, and Mick Brennan are their opponents. And it's going to be a good, colourful contest. So we know that the Jarryd Davies team has won both their games so far.
They have. There's 31 next best qualifiers. So I think so we will finish this trial end, I believe, and then begin. So this might be a fairly long session, depending on how we end up here.
Yeah, they're not mucking around now, getting them down. So we know that Jarryd Davies' team is 2 wins, but only +6. So the Mick Brennan team is 1-1 +1. So we know that any a victory to Mick Brennan by 3 shots will be enough to see them advance in front of the Jarryd Davies team.
So there you have it. Nick Hind bringing you all of the...
I've done the mathematics. I only had to go between... There was only a small amount of maths that was required.
That's okay. Sometimes it's all that's required. So this is going to be a brilliant contest, we think.
Well, it's great to have a live contest in the last game of the day. So wherever you're watching on YouTube around the world, we look forward to your company. We look forward to bringing you some great action. And we're going to see here.
So, yeah, a win here by 3. We'll put them ahead into the knockout stages on top of the group, barring, in fact, that
there's
the other team of Archer, Tasker, Gardner, and Dickerson don't get a comprehensive victory as well. And we'll just change this camera. I apologise.
So we're underway.
We are underway for the first end here in this competition, or in this contest, and setting the mat length will be the team of Taylor, Brough, Hrabak, and Brennan.
So there is 2 trial ends permitted before the bell, but with everybody a bit one trial in permitted, before the bell. And with everyone a bit slack getting out here, they've eaten into their own game time, but that's to their own detriment.
Yep. Now, they were warned. We were certainly warned, so let's see what this bowl from Michael Taylor will do. Good afternoon, wherever you're watching from. Around the nation, or the world, in fact. AO action of 2024. Very, very wonderful tournament this is. Have enjoyed every second of the event so far, as we see Anthony Parker firing down his second. So they have swapped, you said, Nick. So for those who have just joined us a little bit late, what have we got? So it said Maughan, Parker, Minns and Davies. That has changed.
Yes, so there's been a little positional shuffle. So the team is now running out as Anthony Parker lead, David Minns playing second, Isaac Maughan the third, and Jarryd Davies remains the skip.
Of course, the AO proudly supported by Aero. The most accurate bowls ever made. More sizes, more colours, more styles. Over 65 colours available. Aero designed for tomorrow.
So David Minns down the forehand, looking to draw the shot. Just lacking a little bit of weight there. It'll be tricky this afternoon as the shadows start coming across the green. The green will slow down a little bit. But as we've noticed throughout the whole day, this green has been running magnificently here at Broadbeach Bowls Club. I expect this to be a great game.
Well, Jarryd Davies is well regarded in the local circles as an up-and-comer, or more than an up-and-comer now, isn't he, Andrew?
Yeah, he's progressed obviously through the junior ranks, where he was quite successful, winning multiple sort of gold medals at the Australian Junior Championships, and now he's found himself a home at Broadbeach Bowls Club on the Gold Coast and playing excellent bowls. And yeah, I believe he's a member of the Queensland Under-25 team at the moment, as is Isaac Maughan playing third, who's made his way up to the Gold Coast from Tasmania and been here for some time now, and works out of the Helensvale Bowls Club.
Yeah, lots of impressive young players here on show here at the Australian Open. What's the youngest competitor, Howie?
I'd say it'd be the two Val interviewed the other day. I haven't actually gone through it to look, Nick, but
Geordie,
9 or 10 years old.
Geordie and Lockie McEwen, they're both 11 and 9, so a combined age of 20 for those two brothers. They actually had a first-up win in their fours match this morning, so amazing to see those two come here from all the way from Dunedin in New Zealand.
Wow, fantastic.
This is the stuff that we love at the AO, and why it's a testament to the event that you've helped to create over the last 7 years, Andrew Howie. I know it was already a wonderful event, but it just has gone from strength to strength.
Yeah, it's a great event, and you're right, Val, it's just growing stronger and stronger each year. I guess people are coming up to the Gold Coast in the middle of winter. They've just finished their pennant season, the Southern States, so they've just done all that and looking to, I guess, combine a holiday with a bit of bowls, so an end-of-season bowls trip. Bring your family. There's not many bowls tournaments you can go to and take your family these days, but why not come to the Australian Open? The kids can go and visit all the theme parks while you're playing bowls. So
the kids can play too?
The kids can play as well, but it's a fantastic event, and there's also some downtime, so downtime between section play, so you've got plenty of time to see the sights. If you haven't been to the Australian Open before, we can highly recommend it. It's just amazing to see so many happy faces. They're all on holidays, enjoying the sun, playing bowls. It really is the best part of the world at the moment in winter.
Hey, Andrew, you all right? The only one who's not been enjoying the sun today is you, Andrew Howie.
No, I'm all right, mate. It's not too bad. I tan pretty easily these days, so
you're lucky. I just burn.
Okay, so back here, Jarryd Davies combination are in a bit of trouble here. They might find themselves at least two down.
Well, the word from a couple of people around is that Jarryd Davies in his last match played a couple of bomb conversions that really allowed him to and his side to get to this 2-0 ledger. What can he do here? Such a great release, and he's no stranger to these greens. Plays here and has played a couple of Australian Championships finals here as well. Just under, so I'll have to correct. His weight was okay.
Wasn't far away.
Tricky at this time of the afternoon with the shadow halfway across the green, and this extra new shadow too from the great new pavilion out the back here at Broadbeach Bowls Club, making things tricky for us as callers and making things a little bit tricky for you as viewers. But we'll do our very best to bring you the best of the action here. Watch here, Mick Brennan. Just going to slide around the back.
So one more bowl to come.
Yeah.
Jarryd Davies looking to try and make a big save here.
Backhand draw. He doesn't have much on here. Just looking to try and drop under the striped bowl on the right-hand side of screen. He's corrected his line here. He's not far away.
Jarryd Davies
Does need to stop, however.
Well, there's a few he could have scrubbed off there. He might have done enough, though, to get to the back.
He's done well.
Yeah, one down's the signal.
Worst case, he has drawn the shot by the look of it.
That is splendid if he has. Of course, David Minns in the team, a former winner of the multi-disability men's singles, beat Frankie Krislovich in the final there in 2022. Often regarded as by Clive Adams as one of the best matches that he's ever called.
Yeah, it was a great match, and Dave has been around the game for a long time. He's represented Tasmania in the Open state team for a long time.
Parajackaroo as well.
Yeah, and he's even so he's doing some great things. Always been a class player. So it is 1 to
Taylor, Brough, Hrabak.
Yeah, I want to say Paradise Point combination because I know 3 of them are definitely from Paradise Point, but. Yeah, I'm not sure where the skip's from, but good start there. Good save by Jarryd. He was probably 3 down, and he's drawn second shot.
Let's see where this jack ends up. Continues to go.
Now, a comment coming through from Nigel on the live stream. The young fellas won their second game too.
Wow.
And are playing the other 2 game winners in the last game of the section. So,
well, maybe we could. Maybe they just all get a draw. Both of them go through. We can't encourage that.
No.
I just want to see those 2 get through. That the fact that they've come here all the way from Dunedin, they're playing in the under-18 singles as well. And Geordie was telling me, the older one, he goes back and sits there and he watches live streams back from 2018. And that's the type of passion that you just really want to see when it comes to this sport because, often people say this is an old person's game or, what are you doing going to the bowls club? You're not 60. But it is a young person's game. It is for anybody.
Young person's game that elderly people can play, or I was told.
Yep, exactly right.
And look, we're watching... as we see some of the young stars, but some of the more experienced players as well, all in action here today. Michael Taylor just promoting his own Taylor GTR there, the white bowl.
It would be very, very, very silly if Taylor didn't use Taylor's.
So Anthony just sliding under there. Had good speed.
Helensvale, of course, one of our Bowls Premier League franchises. Gold Coast Hawks. They tend to get very parochial at Club Pine Rivers, and they do send a lot of people up for that Thursday night clash that they've had for the last few years against the Moreton Bay Pirates.
Yeah, they sure do. Good supporters of bowls, are the Helensvale members. So David Minns on the forehand. Plenty of room. All players are just trying to find the green at the moment and the pace and get used to that. But
David Minns just drops underneath.
Yeah, we'll see. There's some class in both these sides. We'll wait and see if they'll hit their straps. But as we see often at the Australian Open, and particularly, well, at any club, late in the afternoon, the shadow's getting a bit longer. The greens are starting to cool off. We'll see shadow across a significant portion of this rink before too long. And so for the players to adjust their weight, adjust their line, becomes just a little trickier, Val.
Yep, it does. What's Minzy got? Just crashing into the front, so those bowls will become a little bit inconsequential.
Well, we're seeing here already, Val, that there's a little bit of a cluster short and a little bit of a cluster tight for those that have been playing on the forehand. So perhaps
maybe
the green's not quite doing what the players are expecting at this hour of the afternoon.
Starting on the shadows, not easy. And this is, we've been playing a couple of days fully in the east-west direction, and that rink doesn't get engulfed at all by any sort of shadow. But here, with the new pavilion, just changes things a little bit. This bowl comes into the sunshine.
So Isaac Maughan here. Just needs this one to pull up.
And he gets one past, and that is in a good home.
Well, it's not a bad side of Al. I mean, he's got an idea for the pace. This is their first serious end in this direction. We did catch the end of the roll-up, which got hurried up a little bit. The players having perhaps enjoyed themselves a bit more over lunch than they should have, and not getting out here quite in time for their roll-up. As we see John Hrabak now, he's just crashed into the front, so there's a little bit in the way, but there's still plenty of turnout there on the forehand to the left-hand side of your screen, viewers, as it's coming in. You can probably hear the wind's picked up again. Swung around to be much more of a southerly now. And Isaac Maughan, that's just run on. He might fall in for shot there. That could be good enough for number one.
Might have just done so. Isaac, a real up-and-coming star of this sport. Gone pretty deep at the Australian Indoor Championships before as well. Up at Club Tweed, or down at Club Tweed, I should say. Just a tad further north. Club Helensvale has a lot of illustrious members. Kelsey Cottrell, Brett Wilkie, Nathan Rice, Matt Lucas, Isaac Maughan, Andrew Howie.
So we see Mick is close to picking up the jack, just faded under. Still plenty of room, both skips. Expect Jarryd to be close here.
He has his weight.
It doesn't look there, Val. Just as I said before, it's a tricky time to play now. Like the green will start slowing down a little bit. We're getting those afternoon shadows. It'll take him a couple of ends to find the range.
And I suspect, Howie, I mean, you know better than me, even if you're a member at this club, this isn't probably the rink you go out and practice on at 3 o'clock in the afternoon in winter. You go out where you've got full sun and enjoy it a bit more.
That's exactly right, yeah. As we know in bowls clubs, most people go and practice on the rinks closest to the clubhouse. And but yeah, no, as you're saying, we're right out the back.
Well, Jarryd gets a clear road here. He's going to be close.
Oh, his weight was good enough.
One shot it is to Team Brennan.
So they go to 2-0. Very good start for them. They're probing and asking the questions of this Helensvale combination and David Mins as well. Let's try and get this scoreboard fixed for you. I'm not sure why that didn't update.
Have you got Colin Bray on the payroll? Val, he's saying that you're a very good man on the comments.
Yes, I do.
Good young man.
I've got more grey hairs than both of you combined.
He's giving you 2 compliments at the one time. That's remarkable.
Having said that, if I do shave my full beard off, I do look like a 5-year-old. So that's
Good opening bowl there by Michael. Anthony Parker. He's a renowned lead. He's led in the top grade at Premier League at Helensvale for many years now, and he's a very steady lead player. Just missed his line a bit there. Weight wasn't too bad.
Real blessing to have somebody who can be so steady for you up front and just really provide a great foundation for your team, isn't it, Howie?
Yeah, it's hard to come by where you find those bowlers that are just happy leading. They're just happy applying their trade, drawing bowls in the head. Yeah, Anthony is one of those. Great draw player. As we see another great shot here by Michael.
Well, that's a great draw too. He's just touched the jack down the line.
He's done well.
Just trying to fix these scores up for you. We do apologise.
Yes, we can tell you that the score is 2 shots to Team Brennan, and Team Davies yet to get on the board. Colin Bray's wound it back very quickly. He did mean Isaac, but Val's not a bad bloke either.
Nice. Well, Isaac is younger than me, so that's more than fair.
Just a question regarding, is Alex Marshall playing in the Australian Open? No, unfortunately he's not playing this year. He will be out in Australia towards the end of this year, however, playing in the BPL at Club Pine Rivers. It's always great to have Alex in Australia. Obviously one of the best players to obviously ever play the game, so it's really great to see him apply his trade when he comes over and competes in the BPL.
He's had a pretty big campaign too in the recent 12, 18 months with all his commitments in Australia and around the world. Forgive him for having a little rest.
David Means needs the jack. He's just sliced it. He won't be happy with that. 3 down. They just start a bit slowly here, the Davies combination.
Sorry, I'll just try and work on getting this scoreboard fixed.
Okay, the calls just try and draw the shot. Got a nice easy delivery, Dave. Gets the ball away well. Yeah, just running through the head. It's not a bad home.
There's that back bowl there. It's going to be in the argument. John Hrabak now. Well, he slipped all the way around the back. And has been clever enough to park up right in front. It's gone out of camera shot, but he's parked up right in front of the number 22. We're on here, green 4, Rink 22, Broadbeach Bowls Club. Round 3 of the Australian Open Men's Fours here. This is section 10, as we see Team Brennan leading 2-0 over Team Davies.
Oh, he's just not quite run the journey there. Another foot on his last. He would have got the shot. So John looking to correct on his first. Really nothing but a draw here. Promotes the white bowls as a good result. Just slips past and beats Dave's bowl at the bottom of screen. He's done well. Scored weight.
Yeah, don't mind this.
Not messing around, straight into it.
Chance to get rid of a few. And if you miss tight, as he's done here, well, finding that hole's a bit unlucky.
that is stiff.
And that black bowl is still at the back of the rink too, so he wasn't even able to get rid of the backwood, which is very unfortunate through such a tight gate there.
Any connection there was to their benefit, and he's, as you said, found the hole. Would be disappointed with that result. So see Mick back to the mat. He'd be looking to try and just stay on that forehand. Try and close that gap up, Nick. If he can turn his own bowl, would be a good result. The target does look a bit juicy for Jarryd. He's been renowned to have a pretty good weighted shot on him, so we need to try and close down this head. It's not bad. He's changed the angles.
Yeah, I can't see them all going now like they would have on the previous effort from Isaac Maughan there. So we'll see what he calls.
Yeah, he's killing. Going for the kill. It's not a bad call. Try and open it up. Plenty of weight.
Ooh. A little bit erratic though. Didn't quite find the target he would have been after. He's cleaned up the back of the rink too there.
Yeah, there's as the call is draw the shot. There's no danger here for Mick Brennan's team. He's just got to be mindful of keeping off Isaac's front bowl. The key is not to cross the line.
Yeah, I like this. Put the pressure on, hey.
He's exactly right. Has he got enough grass?
He needs to stay away from that yellow bowl.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
It's a get out of jail free card, that one.
So you'd almost put it in your pocket after getting that lucky, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I still think there's
definitely a draw on the back end there for him, but yeah, you'd feel like a goose if you gave away a gift shot like that. But a player of his capability will back himself.
I think it's even if he doesn't count, it's just good to have another bowl, try and get the feel for that for the pace of the green.
Yeah, well, you only get 30 bowls in this contest, 15 ends. Or the bell, 2 hours and 15 minutes. So 4:45 is our latest finishing time.
It's a great effort.
Gee, Isaac was
falls back
urging
in.
It.
What a try. Falls over. It probably counted.
Yeah, I wouldn't be in any hurry to get the tape out here. Well, I've just had a look over my left shoulder. That bowl's not going to fall over in a month of Sundays. So having a good measure. So that's one shot. Oh, it might well be two. Two it was. So Jarryd Davies evens up with Mick Brennan at 2 shots apiece. And while Val's still working on the scoreboard, it does say 0-all, but we can tell you viewers that it is 2 shots each. The technical gremlins have been pretty good overall today, but this is one that we could prefer to do without. But like on radio, you can never tell the score too many times. So we'll keep you updated with how we're going here. We see straight away how they've shortened it up. Davies' team.
Yeah, I think they've got to try and find a bit of rhythm. Try something different. They've been scratching around a little bit.
Well, all these players should be familiar with these greens. There's members of Paradise Point, Broadbeach, Helensvale, all clubs that are pretty familiar with one another. Michael Taylor starting well again here. Rolled right up to it.
Anthony Parker not far away. It's a good correction.
Now, a little piece of this here from Michael Taylor. Well, he's made two, but early. He's creating a little target there.
He's playing well, Michael. He started off in this match in great fashion.
So, David Minns just playing reaching weight here.
It's very close.
Get down and get a split.
Well played. It's a good bowl.
So the call from skipper Mick Brennan is finish inside the bowl at 9 o'clock on your screens. The scoreboard is now live. Val's managed to shoot the Gremlins.
Okay, arriving's the call. Down the backhand, trying to turn through his own bowls, bring the jack back to Anthony's at the bottom of screen. The key to this shot is if you're going to miss, you need to keep your bowl up. You don't want it going in the ditch.
Yeah, quite a bit firmer, and he's found that hole. So let's see how, as you say.
Yeah, he's just overplayed it. Key was if he's missing, he's getting back to that tee and gives his third and skip a chance.
Yeah, maximise the opportunities there, and he hasn't done so. But the head's still set up pretty well, so I expect we'll see the Brennan team looking to provide a catcher here. And yes, Alan Brough has called all the way back to the tee, but he's overplayed it as well, Howie.
Okay. So I'd say Isaac will be playing the same shot. Oh no, he's going quicker. Straight at it. He won't be happy with that. Misfire.
Yeah, a couple of loose drives here so far from the young Helensvale and from Isaac Moore from Helensvale and Jarryd Davies from Broadbeach.
Yeah, I would have liked to see Isaac with his first try the same shot as Dave, rather than keeping his bowl up. Now,
because exactly now
they
don't
have best
have,
back.
Yep.
You're right.
Yeah, we have seen that these little swingers they're arriving through are pretty hard to play. So he's gone big again and has.
He's got enough
movement.
of it. It's definitely one to the Brennan combination. So chance here for John to pile the pressure on. Try and draw a nice close shot here. Looks to be travelling.
Yeah, had the same weight as the first there, and you really wanted to be subtracting a metre, but there's still 2 or 3 foot for a good bowler to draw in here. So skip's drawing contest. Jarryd Davies on the backhand will be backing himself.
Just needs to run. He just won't be happy with that one. It's given Mick a great opportunity here.
Just run past. Might just be out of the equation there. Jarryd's thrown it out a bit wider too here.
Just needs to stop now.
Off over, that'll be good enough once it rocks back
well.
in. Yes.
That's the shot.
And Mick very quickly onto the mat.
Yeah, didn't mess around.
Well,
Still
he knew his job, but he's not messed around with his weight there either. on firing that one through.
It's 1 to Team Davies. They now lead 3-2. So I saw the call by Jarryd was ditch to ditch. So he's going to try something different. Really trying to get Michael off the jack, really. He's started this game in great fashion. So the key is to try and go ditch to ditch, help his team try and find that range a bit better and start building some heads.
And a pretty professional jack roll there from Anthony Parker. He's got within maybe just a metre of the tee there. It's a real skill on a quick green. The skipper asks for ditch to ditch and you can provide it for them. And at 3 shots to 2 early in this contest, it's anyone's game.
Yeah, great start there by Anthony.
As Val gives us the wider shot. Thank you, Val. It's very good to see. Great to see all the comments coming through on YouTube, wherever you're watching around Australia or around the world. Steve Jones watching in Southern California.
Be fairly late at night.
Might even be fairly early in the morning.
Yeah.
Can't tell you.
Either or.
Either way, great to have you on board, Steve.
$10 p.m. in Los Angeles at the moment, so
There you go.
there we go. It's
Well,
just
it's too late at night.
good social hour.
But yesterday.
Yes. So as the shadows continue to come across, this has actually improved our picture a little bit down this end now. We've got much more shadow.
Yeah, great shooting again, Michael. He's been very impressive.
10:08 p.m. They're telling us at Redlands Bowling Club. Apparently we bowl in the future in Australia.
We do. It's like our great partners at Aero Bowls innovating the game for tomorrow.
Well, we're watching the aero bowl of David Minns there. It's just going to cut away. Michael Shingle saying, go Tassie. Always great to see the little states, the little clubs represented.
Yeah, pretty good, pretty handy bowl there by Allen. Perfect weight. So Dave looking to correct on his first. His weight was perfect. Just needs to fix that line up.
He's out in a much better track here, Howie.
Great effort. That hand is really turning back nicely.
I thought he was a big chance of getting to the jack there. And down the line's good. They do hold the Davies squad. They do hold the bowl directly behind the jack there at 6 o'clock. All these white ones belong to Team Brennan. Isaac Moore not mucking around. Knows his role, forehand draw. He's on a pretty fair line too here. Got plenty to crash into.
Oh, he's done well. Was running a little hot, but got the right connection on the shot bowl and stayed in the head. Oh, positive is the call.
Couple of metres. So don't lose this one again would be optimal.
Yeah, so trying to land the shot bowl or trail the jack around the corner.
Well, he's in a reasonable sort of zone here.
Not far away. Very close to the jack.
Johnny Hrabak. Oy.
Isaac Maughan wants this one to get down, but it's gone too far and too short.
Okay, the call is quicker underneath that last bowl.
It's a reasonable sider if you're going to play that sort of heavy swing weight. And John Hrabak.
Will it hold?
Well, he's got
It
something
has. Well played. And he stayed in bounds, so his bowl will be the shot.
Very importantly too, try and zoom out and get you a little bit more of a look at where that bowl is. There you go.
Thank you, Val. That's very good.
So
Yeah.
that is the shot bowl to the left of your screen.
That was good. I just saw Isaac's picked one out of the ditch there. There was a bowl that was left in the ditch, and I wondered whether or not there was another toucher there, but that one's been cleared out. So it's still, metre and a half to draw it, Andrew Howie.
Yeah, you're pretty close there, Nick. It's there's still a bit of room. Jarryd's not far away here.
Just needs to hang up.
Yeah, he's done well. It's a great shot.
Yeah, well done, mate.
He's playing well, keeping his team in it at the moment.
Brilliantly done. And question here asking if there are next best qualifiers. There's 31 of them out of the 97 sections. 97 section winners will go through. 31 of the next best placed teams will join them to make an even round of 128, meaning there's 7 knockout matches that you have to win if you're going to go on and win the Australian Open title in 2024.
That almost seems impossible, winning 7 in a row in this field. Remarkable. Somebody does it every year, though, don't they?
Yeah, not easy. Not easy.
Now, Jarryd probably wants to give this one a friend here.
He's out on a pretty handy track. He just needs a run. Needs to keep running now.
I think he's going to do enough here. That should be 2 shots.
Michael Brennan, this is a big bowl.
Well, he's added a bit more weight.
He's not far away here. Clear running almost draws this.
Has he stayed up?
No.
Good effort.
Great try. So it is 1.
4-2 in favour of this Jarryd Davies skipped lineup. So we bowl back towards the sun.
Although,
No, 2 shots it was.
It was.
yeah, they've just put 2 on the board. Didn't look like that from the camera angles, but 2. So 5-2.
See where this jack ends up.
Yes, so as desired by Skip Davies, full length, and this time only a few inches up the line.
So after dropping the first couple of ends, boys, they've won the last 3. So we round out, what is it, a third of the way through this match.
Yeah, all that this great leading that we've been seeing from Michael Taylor has not really paid off just yet. He's been donking it on there, but his bowls haven't stayed in the argument too much of late. So he'll be hoping that trend changes because look, he's going to get very close again here.
What a shot.
Leading well.
Yeah, the difference has just been, I guess, Jarryd at the moment. He's drawn his team out of a bit of trouble on a few ends now, and yeah, the key will be he just needs his team to lift a little bit and help him out, and because you can't do it end after end.
I'll tell you what, time-wise as well, we've been going 46 minutes in this contest. That first end that nobody really went up to have a roll-up started after the hooter. They could lose a bit of time here.
Yeah, not costly necessarily yet because they're playing at a reasonable clip.
But 45 minutes, 47 minutes in fact, for what, 5 completed ends.
They might go close here. I've got commitments this evening, Val. They're not allowed to stay out here all night.
What commitments have you got on?
Dinner this evening.
Where are you off to?
Beautiful. I won't say where they might be inundated with fans. They might be able to put enough security on to keep.
Oh, you've got a few stalkers, I'm sure, Nick. This one comes in. David Minns, just these long ends. I know Jarryd wants them, but David just hasn't been able to find it with the T2T as of yet.
Just been a little tight too. His bowls, he's got using the aero bowls, and they've got a nice finish on them, obviously, but he hasn't quite found the exact line that's been really working for his team so far. But he's been put under some pressure too. I mean, credit to Michael Taylor, who's been leading beautifully, and credit too to this man, Alan Brough.
Yeah, great shot.
Who's followed up really well. I think the front end has been the best for the Brennan team, whereas it's been the back end that's been doing the best work for the Jarryd Davies team.
So, David, he just needs to correct his line. His weight's pretty good.
It's much better weight from David Minns.
He's going to run through. Yeah, he's just scratching around a little bit, trying to find his line and length.
But it's better. It is better. Women's fours action here tomorrow after the men's fours. Looking forward to bringing you more coverage.
Do we know who we've got tomorrow, Val?
It's a surprise.
Oh, right. Stay tuned, viewers. Make sure you're checking the Bowls Australia Facebook page later tonight.
That's where it'll all be.
It's parked up in the road there. Not taking out any real direct shots, but there's still a nice draw here, Isaac.
Yeah, draw the shot. Still a bit of room to get second. Just gonna try and help you skip out here and build him something to work with. He's trying hard.
Played it well, Howie.
What a great shot. Well played. Much needed.
Yeah, well, they've been quick to attack this Jarryd Davies team, but a really sensible call there and a really great bowl there. Isaac showing a bit of class.
So can he replicate his first delivery? If he's not getting another shot, he definitely needs another one in there. Give it a friend.
Also going to go the trip here. He might just be running out of steam. He's got a very long action, Isaac Maughan. Big backswing, big follow through.
Yeah, I guess getting him brought up in Tassie on the slower greens can do that, mate. You obviously you work on a technique that helps you play on your surface that you're used to, and yeah, obviously coming up to Queensland, you need to alter that slightly with the greens running a bit quicker, and yeah, he's got a nice technique, gets the bowl away well, and he's definitely a player for the future, one of the up-and-comers.
Well, John, you got a touch on the jack, slid underneath. Makes Jack a little bit more gettable now.
It does. It also brings in the bowls for Jarryd Davies' team. They've all their bowls are past the jack. So I think the key here is he's trying to draw the shot, but if he can get a toucher on the jack down the line, it's going to make it very tough for Mick.
Yes, well, it's all back there for Team Davies, and he's left it short. He'll be disappointed with that. Didn't need to cover those front bowls. He already had one there, just in case. Seen stranger things happen.
Okay, Mick could be looking to try and trail the jack himself. If he sneaks past and stays up, is a good result.
He's up front too.
Yeah, won't be happy with that one.
Yeah, had to get to the jack there. Jarrod's a bit more animated here.
He's got better weight.
Isaac Maughan's looking really closely now too.
He's played this well. Holds to the white bowl. He's flopped out. Unlucky.
Still only one. And John Hrabak saying, that's all you've got is the draw now, so try to draw it. Well, they're looking closely too now.
He's very close here.
Dolphin players.
Needs it to hold now. What a shot. Mick Brennan.
And he's made two.
Wow, it's a big shot. Because he didn't want the jack, and he's got the bowl clean for two. Absolutely brilliant.
Gives them a little bit of life as well, considering they dropped the last three ends. 5-4 in favour of the Jarryd Davies-led, or skipped combination, I should say. Jack coming down the rink. Scoreboard gremlins well and truly gone now. Thank heavens for that. As I say that,
haven't jinxed yourself, have you, mate?
I think I've just jinxed it. I've literally said scoreboard gremlins are gone, and look at what's happened.
Well, we know what the score is, Andrew, and we'll make sure that all the viewers are kept up to date.
That's a world-class Moz.
Yeah, great shot here by Anthony Parker. Great opening bowl.
So this is a great angle on the wide angle here, so we can see how this shade really starting to push across the green. We're almost in full shade here now too in the at the card table. As we're watching round 3 here at Broadbeach Bowls Club of the men's fours. This is the first day of the men's fours, the sectional rounds. We know that Mick Brennan needs to win by 3 shots to give himself a chance of winning the section. We know that Jarryd Davies needs to win to confirm that they will win the section.
Yeah, plenty to play for. It's great to see a live rubber to finish the day, Nick, and it's totally in the balance at the moment. Both teams playing well. All right, so Dave, on the forehand, as we've seen today, this forehand does turn back very late. Looking to just try and drop inside the white bowls. Any touch around the corners would be great. He's just running a little.
Well, he could run into any of them. If he got them fat, it would have been all right. But he's poked through and got best backwood out of it, so perhaps not second prize, but could be third or fourth prize there.
Yeah, well played, Alan. That's the shot. Same weight as the call. David looking to hit the bowl, try the jack.
Very clear, Jarryd Davies, with his instructions, isn't he, Howie? No prevarication, no this or that. He just says, this is the shot that you're playing.
Yeah, good result. 2 seconds. So Johnny just looks to be a little bit quick as well, but it's going to be in a good home. Okay. It's a yard of weight down the forehand for Isaac. Sit the bowl, try the jack.
Well, let's just see how this gets back now. The speed's pretty good for the shot.
It's very close. He's stiff. Good enough for shot, but unlucky not to get it through the hole.
What it does do is give a great opportunity here for John Hrabak to put one in there. Wide open draw for him. Had to correct his weight from the first. And he's done that. Just didn't quite get down in time. Got a piece of that white bowl.
It's turned very cold in our spot. We've gone from sunshine to sitting in the shade. Might have to go for a run for the jumper in a second, guys.
We might have to.
Okay, so Isaac needs to get down. Oh, that's a good effort. 2 good bowls.
So as they change over, it's 1 shot to Team Davies, who are leading by 5 shots to 4 only. The scoreboard gremlins continue. And, very well done there. By our players, they've cleared the head. We see Mick Brennan, so he played a huge bowl with his last to pick up 2 shots on the last end. And that was some good weight there. He can just draw it confidently. Tiny little trail's okay. Only wants to trail it 2 or 3 inches, but that's okay. Goes and puts his nose on it. He's a chance. As now we see Jarryd Davies hanging. He put his head down pretty early there. It was a nice line, but he knew very early that was going to be short. Michael Shingle saying, gets below 25 and you get cold, come to Tassie. Well, Michael, I live in a little town called Jindabyne in the Snow Mountains of New South Wales. And I can tell you that these Queenslanders aren't too tough. But I've also gone for the jacket, so it is getting cool here. So Jarryd now really, it's a free kick. Chance to make a second here. He's pretty close this time. Needs to finish inside the white bowl. Isaac Maughan telling it to hold. He's done so and he's made 2. Big bowl, big shot. So 7 shots to 4 now. Team Davies over Team Brennan. The overlay's been changed. We've gone back to the
old switcher board.
The switcher one, but look, hey, it works.
It does.
So welcome back, Val. Congratulations to you. You've had a tough day today. You've been steering the cameras around. You've been talking. You've been leading the coverage.
It's this final session that's done me in, I think.
Well, that's all right, I'm sure.
But we will push forward.
I'm sure we'll be okay. So, Jarryd, you would have seen on the cameras there, he gave a little round to his team there because he knows that he got some really good help and some really good steering in that end. And I think that's a great sign of a good leader of a team. You know, really applauding, being positive, making sure that your teammates feel like their contribution's being valued. So, after picking up the 2 shots there, Team Davies are out to a 3-shot advantage, which is equal with the biggest they've held so far in the game. Michael Taylor coming up just a fraction short there. But he's been stupendous as a lead so far. Really, really getting the jack covered up almost every end. Oh, Anthony Parker probably be a bit disappointed with that. So Howie's back. He's gone and got the coat.
It's amazing. You walk out the front of the club and it's beautiful in the sun, but you come behind where we're sitting and it's quite fresh in the shadows. See, Michael's done it again. He's very solid lead. I've been very impressed with the way he started this match.
Just get that wind's getting up again. Swung around, it's moved. Been out of the west most of the day, but now sitting largely westerly. It's been a little bit out of the south earlier. As we see a couple of slightly erratic bowls there. I think both David and Alan would be conscious that they can improve on those. And David Minns.
Yeah, he's just struggled a bit today, hasn't he, David? He just hasn't found his range as yet.
I've seen him play better than this.
Yeah, he's a good player, but I expect him to...
well, there's still 7 ends to go. He'll show something between now and then.
That's exactly right. Don't give up. Just keep plugging away, and hopefully things turn for you. So chance here for Isaac. He's a couple down, but plenty of room for him.
Yeah, we saw this earlier in the contest that they're favouring the forehand, but the bowls are pulling up short, but they're also getting pushed across a little bit. We're seeing a lot of bowls short and a lot of bowls narrow coming this direction. So that says to me that the green's not playing the way that all the players are expecting it will. And perhaps there's a little bit more turn down here as well with the breeze coming straight behind us out of the west.
Yeah, well, in that last game, mate, both hands were turning massively. So it's definitely the way the green's running. You just can't afford to be narrow. You just got to put your bowl out there and let it do its work. We see John's bowl coming back nicely.
Yeah, well, he put it right out there. But still, every bowl bar one has crossed the line.
Yeah, Isaac's quick here. He's going to run through the head.
So just a little bit loose here. The players probably feeling the effects of a big day and a big campaign. This is day 6 of the Australian Open after all, and a lot of these players will have competed so far in pairs and singles competition. John Hrabak.
Done well. May count. Hard to see from this angle, but...
Oh, look, if I had to have a bet, Howie, I'd say it's 2 and a measure.
If I had to have a bet, mate, I think I'd be backing Jarryd to draw this, or at least draw a second shot.
Yeah, he's starting to show a little bit of touch here. A little bit of class.
Just needs to keep running now.
Thank you, Val. That camera's looking better than ever now. Val's back from adjusting the cameras and also putting on the Bowls Australia Parker.
Yeah, you're right, it is cold in the shade. The wind has just not died down at all today.
I didn't bring mine. I've got the Bowls Australia Parker. And I've left it at home.
Mick Brennan, really close here. Oh, that is the shot.
Well, Johnny Hrabak, he was doing butterfly there, urging it down.
This is a big bowl here in the context of the game. Potentially, well, at least 2 down.
I don't know that Jarryd's added on anything here. No.
So this is a bit of a free kick.
Well, I was just looking around. There's not really an obvious one that he needs to be getting out or that he needs to be beating other than
I think
Jarryd
Jarryd's,
Davies.
yeah, Jarryd's front one's probably their closest.
So he gets past that.
Any touch on the jack would be massive here.
And he puts his nose
Oh,
on
wow.
Well,
this could be big. Sorry, Nick, to take the words right out of your mouth.
Easy for you to say.
This is
7-4 now.
Could this
2
be
kicked
4 or
out,
5?
4 kicked out. 4. Humongous.
Well, that's twice in this direction that Mick Brennan, with his last bowl, has made a big number. You know, a really telling 2 the last time coming this way when they really didn't have much going for them. And then this time converting from what was maybe a good 1 or 2 into a really good 4. And to hit the lead, now 8 shots to 7.
This is something very special brewing, possibly.
Well, we talked last game about the big skips bowls, and you know when you've got a bowl for your life. I'll tell you what, Mick Brennan's doing some good things here with the last one.
Yeah, not wrong, Nick. He's played some crackers so far in this match, and as a skipper, it's you don't have to play them every end. It's all about when you play them, and that was a big one there, turning 1 or 2 into 4.
Well, they haven't led since after the second end. Now we've played 8, and they're in front. An hour and 9 minutes gone. Got 7 ends to play, including this one here.
Now, I wonder if they're as fastidious with their stats as I am, the team Brennan. But I wonder if they know, if they've looked at the standings and if they know that they need to win by 3 shots or more to give themselves a chance to win the section.
They would 100% know.
Because that's going to impact how you play at the back end of the game. You know, just to win it, you know, if you win by 1, well, that's great. But you know that that's not going to be enough. So I wonder if that's going to impact how their game plan is to get to the end, because their finish line isn't being in front. Their finish line is being in front by 3.
Okay, so Michael's missed the mark on this end. It's probably his loosest end of the match. So chance here for Anthony to replicate his first one.
Interesting how you said, Howie, there's a chance for the skips. You know, you don't have to do it every end, but find those telling times. And we said it about David Mincies. He might find a telling occasion to play a big bowl here. Mick Brennan's played a few really telling ones, and we, commended the front end of the team Brennan. But the front end of Team Davies here, this could be their time to shine.
That's exactly right. There's still 6 ends left, and
but they would need to win by 3, Nick, and rely on the second place team also not winning. So,
but just
still not in their hands yet.
To give themselves a chance of winning the section, they need to win by 3.
Yep.
Then
at least.
Yeah. If they don't do that, then they're no chance of winning the section. So
Plenty of water to go under that bridge, however, because we've still got 6 ends to go after this one.
So David Means not far away here.
Well, we said he was due a good bowl,
wow,
didn't we?
Great shot. Well played. Confidence booster, that one.
And they get around him and give him a big high five to Isaac Maughan and Anthony Parker.
Okay, so Allen on the forehand. It's been pretty steady this game as well.
He looked tight out of the hand. And a nuisance front bowl, a rare miss from Michael Taylor, and he's crashed into it. So just a little bit in the way there. It's inside the draw line for all our bowlers, but
Dave's on a great track again here. Just needs to slow up.
Well,
Oh, what a
played
great
this very
shot. Brilliant bowling, David Means. Just like that, all the pressure back on the Mick Brennan combination. Johnny here on the back end looking to try and just arrive, work off Dave's bowls. But this is where he needs a big one for his team. He's just overplayed it.
I can see what the intent was there. You know, you could run into either of the blue bowls of David Means and get a result. You could get through the white bowl at the front if you happen to be tight. But
Yeah, the problem is, Nick, they don't have anything within sort of a metre away. So if you play that shot 3 or 4 times and miss, you could be looking at a big score against. We see Isaac counting.
yeah, and really clear from Mick Brennan there. Draw. You only gave him one word. Draw. So want something in the head.
So after a big end last time out, could things come unstuck?
This is a lot closer. He's real close here. What a great shot. Absolutely brilliant.
Under immense pressure to do that, Johann Hrabak.
The big unit, Mick Brennan, he called it. He said, I want you to draw.
So no messing around on the attack.
Wow.
Not a bad result. He's got another backwood. But it's opened it up for his skipper.
So Jarryd Davies again will be asked the question. Just hangs around with his third in Isaac Maughan. As Mick Brennan goes back to the mat to send down his second last or his first of the end. Whichever way you look at it, it's the same thing.
Just looking to sit with either of these blue bowls here.
It's very close.
Get another counter.
Yeah,
Mick Brennan.
What a great shot.
He's playing good, although, well,
Doesn't count, but it does give Jarryd a chance.
chance for a big split there and a kill, I reckon.
Well, yeah, I think best result could be the outside of the orange, remove both, and hopefully they would miss Dave's bowls. But as you said, the split works as well.
Yeah, I like up the forehand for a split and a kill. But I think he'll be going quick here.
What a shot.
Yeah, well,
Did it kill? It has. So back on the tee, line 3. What a great hit, Jarryd Davies.
well, that was just about how I liked it. He played it up there. He played it out of hand, though, but he hit it really hard, and that was the most important thing.
He's got a really good drive in his repertoire, doesn't he? We've seen it time and time again. You think back to that 2021 Oz Champs final when he almost drove Aaron Sheriff and Sean Ingham off the green.
Yeah, he does drive well.
Yep.
Fast, accurate. Okay, Mick Brennan. Pressure back on. Only have to do something similar to his first and he would be close to shot.
Well, cutting it down's a great outcome here if he can get in.
He's very close. Just needs to hold now.
Just drifted through, did he? Or did he stop in time?
Wow.
It's second at worst.
Does Jarryd Davies go and just sit that bowl away?
Yeah, I think if that's me, I'm swapping to the forehand. Even if they've got one, I'm still swapping to the forehand, trying to sit that orange bowl. Sit and stay for 4. Depends. If he thinks he's down, he could still elect to just swing it off on the backhand as well, more direct, which he is electing to do.
Yeah, I don't mind this shot, Andrew Howie. Although
he's not far off. Looked good out of the hand. Probably still one.
Yeah, I don't know. I think if he's playing that shot, I reckon he thinks he's down.
From this angle, it looks like David Min's bowl is the one, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I think if he was holding, the safer shot was forehand, trying to sit the bowl. But we're about to find out.
Well, the umpire might come and have to get the beer goggles onto this.
Yeah, well, if John's measuring, I'm thinking Isaac must like his.
Isaac has looked up at Jarryd and pointed with one finger up to the sky. It says 1.
Well, both thirds are entitled to have a look. They need to agree. And, yep, 1 shot it is to David Minns for Team Davies. So it's going to be 8 shots all, Val Febo.
It is.
Another good contest for us here.
100%. All 3 have been fairly good today. So 8 apiece. And very much looking forward to seeing what happens in the concluding 6 ends of this contest.
Well, they've just had a big discussion here. So Jarryd Davies got the boys together and they're having a chat. He's going to go and have a comfort break. Isaac Maughan's going to go up to the head. But they've gone, what are we going to do? And it's T to T. And Anthony Parker, he's done very well. It's getting cold. Put Parker on.
You love your own work, don't you?
Oh, I do. I mean, nobody else finds it funny, so it must just be me. But Anthony Parker, it is getting cold here. Get him into the game. Full length. This is absolute maximum length. We're T to T here on rink 22, green 4 at Broadbeach Bowls Club. And this bowl's about to go the maximum possible length. He's just pulled up maybe only 3 or 4 inches short of the ditch there as the camera looks down above it. Great angles here on Rinkside Live. This afternoon. And Mick Taylor has just come up short there. He started off out like an absolute house on fire.
Yeah, now the full shadows across the green. The green will starting to be dying off now, so it's, I guess for this back half of the game, it's what team can find it better and really start jumping on and applying that pressure. See, Anthony Parker's played a good one here.
Got 55 minutes of time left.
We'll run close again, Val.
So we might just run close. That extra end that we lost might have, or the time we lost with the warm-up end.
Well, very close here. Good correction. Michael Taylor.
Yeah, great shot.
Yeah, he's got the shot. So Michael Brennan from Port Macquarie. stands up the business end. As he's steering around his partners here from the Paradise Point Dolphins. I think that must be a new Port Macquarie shirt, Andrew Harry, the orange and red. I've not seen one like that.
I'm not sure, mate. Yeah. Port City, is it? Port City
Port
shirt?
City, yeah.
Yeah, well, I believe John, playing in the third position, was from Port Macquarie area and played. So, yeah, that's the connection there. I guess he's now at Paradise Point with Al and playing with the two Port Macquarie players.
Yeah, David's just a hair narrow there. Yeah. Take some grass was the call.
That's it. You don't want to cross the line. It's not easy for the Davies team to get in here. They are one down.
Yeah, and at full length and in almost full shadow now. So, getting tricky.
Oh, he's got to be careful.
Well, he got the right.
Oh, he's done well.
Got the right edge of that bowl.
Wow.
A little bit fortunate. And it makes it very difficult now.
Now, the camera angle makes it look like it's two, certainly, but I'm just standing up here, and that third could be the front white bowl at 11 o'clock on your screen.
Yeah, don't think it changes the shot. He's got to play weight, try and get the front bowl through the jack.
Well,
that's good effort.
Takes that one out of the road. Yeah, really, really hard to draw. You know, he's got 6 inches to if he's going to draw it full length, cold, getting cold, getting windy. Green's changing pace. Being up to it wasn't a bad outcome. John's got the road.
Okay.
The call was to still
Same
get one
shot.
of them out.
Yeah, he probably just needs to drop his weight a touch just to get that extra bend around the pack. Oh, wow.
Well, that was nearly as blessed as the Pope sneezing.
It's a good result. It's changed the head up completely. It's given his skip a chance.
As blessed as the Pope sneezing, Nick. Don't think I've ever heard that one before.
I've got to bring you something new and of value to you, Val.
You bring a lot, my friend. You bring a lot. So the skips change over this match at a really pivotal point because Team Brennan, they know they've got to win by 3 or more to give themselves any chance to emerge victorious out of this section. Jarryd, Davies and co, they've just got to win. Or a draw will get them through.
He's on a nice high line out there, Jarryd.
He's just running through. He does stay up at the back of the rink.
Yeah, hard to get to, though, if you're going to be using any of those back bowls, I think, Andrew Howie. Still got to try to back himself to
Yeah, it's definitely a
get to that white bowl and draw it off.
draw shot. Too much room for Mick to count. It's a big call. He's asking, can he see the bowl? He doesn't want to take his own out.
Yeah, no, pretty sensible from Jarryd. I can see why David Mintz was tempted to call him on that, but pretty hard to get at.
He's not up.
It's an opportunity for Mick Brennan.
Well, last bowl of the end, Mick, he's been absolutely deadly.
Needs to make this one count. And he's not going to. Be disappointed with that. There's a big chance.
They do get one, though, so 9 shots to Team Brennan, 8 shots to Team Davies.
Five ends to play.
After 10 completed ends here, yeah, so fascinating tussle. As it's been all day, we haven't seen any blowouts. We've seen some real tight contests, and even Thomas Webb went down by 7 shots in the last game, but he had a chance with his last bowl to tie it by sinking the jack. We saw in our first game today that it went down to the last end, and that both sides had an opportunity to emerge victorious.
Fours does tend to go down to the last end. You do see it a lot more than other formats, considering you've just got to be within 8. Obviously, 8 is a very rare thing, but...
I picked up an 8-pin this year. Got my first 8-pin this year. That was very, very satisfying.
But see, that's the thing. How long have you been playing for?
10 years.
There you go. And that's how rare they are.
I reckon Andrew Howie's got tins full of them.
I wouldn't say tins. I've definitely got a few over the years. I've definitely dropped a couple here or there as well. So I didn't know they were still handing out the 8 pins these days, but wear it with pride, mate. Have you got it?
Oh, it goes in with all Mouther. Tins full of awards.
I just had to check to see whether you had it pinned to your hat, mate, but no, you don't. Okay, so plenty of room here. Yeah, very close again here, Anthony. Just needs to turn and burn, so to speak. He's done well.
Yeah, he's just worked his way into this game nicely, hasn't he, Howie? Just chipped away, improved and improved. And he's put the pressure now on Michael Taylor, who, as we said, started out absolutely flying. And has just gone off the boil. So it's Alan Brough. Oh, yeah, he just snuck through.
Vern and Leanne got my first 8-pin in the first pennant season I played. Wow. Have you had one since?
That's like golfers getting a hole in one the first time they go for a hit.
Oh, Minzy.
So I've commented on the nice clobber of Mick Brennan and Port City, but he's making it a little bit too prominent here. We might have to go remind him about the camera's position.
Okay, Alan just dropping short there.
Michael Shingles, 27 years he's been playing bowls and still waiting for an 8-pin.
Yeah. It's understandable, the heat of the moment. You concentrate on the game, and Mick's just found himself in the way of the camera. But Val's going up to have a quick chat to him. We see David Means, what a correction. Yeah. He's a bit unlucky. He's moved the jack towards the opposition bowl, but it is a great shot.
So Val's gone down there. He threatened to attach the electric dog collar.
I didn't say a word.
The Bowls Australia electric dog collar that we've got waiting for these exact occasions.
I didn't say a word.
Just your presence nearby was so intimidating, was it?
I don't think I've ever been an intimidating presence. I'm no Nick Hind.
So called Isaac on the forehand. Anything sort of behind and past, but not crossing the line. If we go to that wider shot, Val, I reckon that'll show us just a little bit more of what's required there. Yeah, so looking to prevent the trail across and have something to catch, I think was the call from Jarryd.
This is very close. He's drawn this. What a great shot, John.
Wow.
Brilliant. Resting toucher.
Talk about perfect weight, perfect line, everything.
He's played some big ones when it counted this match, John. Every time the Davies rink sort of had the upper hand on an end, John's come and produced some magic. So Isaac looking to try and trail the jack around the corner.
Well, he's close too.
Will he hold?
Oh, that's almost made it.
What a
worse.
great effort. It's unlucky in the end.
Yeah, John's like that big slugger off the bench in baseball. He doesn't hit much, but he hits for power and he gets low batting average. But he comes out and plays some bombs.
Chris Lynn type operator.
He was pretty handy.
Sure was.
Now, what does that do though for the shots? First of all, of Mick Brennan, he's going to look to play the backhand and sit David Minns out, I'd reckon.
Well, the key here for Mick is any sort of touch around the corner is going to make it very hard for Jarryd. He's very close as well. Just needs it to turn back now.
Oh, it's doing its best work. Andrew.
What a shot. Yeah, wow, this is a hard shot he's trying here. Around the pack, trying to trail the jack. It's a very tough shot.
Yeah, that's the sort of track for it, but as you say, that the weight's got to be absolutely millimetre perfect, just about. Now, I wouldn't mind if he's a little bit more positive here. He can turn the orange over onto the blue bowl of David Minns. Potentially make a 3 or a 4.
Played another great effort.
Doesn't want to turn David Minns in, but...
Geez, perfect way for the shot. If he got a touch with that weight, he would have been close to 4. But I think Jarryd's hands are tied now. He's got to play this shot. He's a lot closer.
Well, Isaac Maughan's much more interested in.
Needs it to get down now. Jarryd Davies, he's touched the jack again.
There might not be a microscope powerful enough to determine which one's got shot here.
If he hasn't got the shot there, he's
I think they're both
extremely unlucky. He's played probably the shot of the day.
We've seen Isaac Maughan just connect his knuckles here. I think we might have an even end.
I told you there isn't a microscope powerful enough.
And I think, yep.
I've asked that before. So Jarryd Davies asking the question. They had 2 touches. The other mob only had 1. And sadly, I've been in this situation as well, where you don't get anything for that. So no shots recorded, but the end is complete.
That is unbelievable at that time of the match.
Yeah, very unlucky. Just that last, as the bowl fell over, he's moved the jack again and just jammed it in between all the bowls. It was a sensational shot.
As it is a dead end, or not a dead end, but even end, Mick Brennan and his team will have the mat once more as they had it after the most recent score. That is unbelievable. They had
now, Val?
3 touches.
How many firsts for you today?
A lot.
This could be 3 firsts.
I've had that before at a BPL. I've had it before at a BPL, but not 3 touches. That's astronomical. 3 bowls, all resting on the jack. Didn't even need an umpire to determine that.
Yes, I said straight away about the microscopes. There isn't one powerful enough. But
What do they have, a Gold Coast Institute of Science or something like that we can get a partnership with? Jade Hipworth saying, my daughter played her first year of pennant last year and 13 years old and got an 8-pin. Wow.
Maybe we've been playing in the wrong competitions, Andrew, are we?
Yeah, it's a great effort, first season.
13 years old. Doesn't have to worry about that for the rest of her life now. Well, Jarryd Davies, you start getting that and getting 3 touches. Just a shame that one of them wasn't theirs and we had to call it even. 9-8. N12.
Still anybody's game. Plenty to play for.
And we've got 38 minutes to get this done. So I dare say that we're going to be finished before time now. They've rocketed through the middle part of this match.
Well, great to see so many people tuning in as well from around the world, enjoying the coverage. Am I right? There's that 1,400 or so live viewers I'm seeing on my team.
It is.
Yes.
It sure is.
So make sure, Bowls Australia, make sure you're subscribing and following. 1 billion followers we're after, aren't we, Val? I say this every time, 1 billion followers. We're only several hundred million short. So do make sure that you're subscribing to the Bowls Australia YouTube channel for all the great content.
Look, India's got a pretty big population and they're up and coming in bowls, so hopefully they start to watch. Won a Com Games gold medal.
Oh, Allen's got the jack. He's gone the wrong way.
Where's it going? Well,
The one to Anthony Parker. Okay, David Mins.
This is when it's time to lift.
100% Val on your forehand. Your team needs you. Draw the shot.
Minzy. He's motoring pretty quick.
yeah, crystal clear again from Mick Brennan. Draw to the tee. You've got shot. And it's a good one too, because that's a drill a lot of players will know off by heart, won't they, Howie? Draw to the tee.
That's it.
Practice, practice, practice. Do it all day.
He's just not going to quite run the journey. So chance here for Isaac, holding one. Looking to try and get a close bowl here.
Val gives a great shot of that lovely long, low delivery. Isaac Maughan. Big backswing, big follow through, and a big bowl. Yeah, just out is the call.
It's in a good home, but it's in the game. This is where Johnny's been doing the damage, however. He's got a second chance here. Needs a yard of weight.
He's out in a better line here too.
Very close. Just needs a run.
Oh, might have done enough. Oh, might have fallen away.
Yeah, it's hard to see with the angles. Close. Still plenty of room. Still a bit over 2 feet to count here.
Yeah, and with the turn that's still available to them out there, Jarryd's made a positive call. If you hit it, bad luck. Throw it out there, let it come home.
It's close here, Isaac. Just needs to stop now.
Yeah, he played it really well.
Well played.
So that last bowl of Isaac Maughan is shot bowl number 1. And would level this match up if the end was to be finalised now at 9 all. So really tight tussle here. And as we're getting to the conclusion of this game, I wonder if margins start to get into Mick Brennan's head, you know, particularly with the game being as close as it is. If it was a runaway one way or the other, you know, you don't worry about it. But now with the game being so close, 3 ends to go, you know, do you draw to get the shot, or do you play something a bit more aggressive? I mean, there really isn't much else, is there, though, Howie?
Yeah, he doesn't really have anything else on. It's just a draw. If he can draw with his first, he's still got a chance to make it a multiple. He's given it a chance. Don't think it'll get back to the shot bowl.
We'll get back to the middle, though. And we're seeing, once again, a lot of bowls on the right-hand side of your screen. It is still turning more than the players have probably accounted for.
Yeah, it's that thing with the Tiff Dwarf. As the day gets on and the shadows come across, the green doesn't really stop turning. It still turns all the way through, even if the pace does slow down a bit. So still plenty of chances here for Jarryd to draw around that black bowl and count. He's just not going to run the journey.
Mick Brennan with his last here. Needs that one to hurry.
Okay.
Well, really hard for Jarryd to get at now.
Either way, he's just got to play good weight and play a high line and hope he gets back.
Jarryd Davies.
Switching to the backhand, and probably there's less. That's a chance of being hit into the count out there. Still
Has his weight.
Still plenty to run into.
Disappointed with those two.
Yeah. But they're both about the same way short, and this is what you were saying, Andrew Harry. The pace has come off the green, but the turn's still there, so he's playing, pretty well right for the track.
So is it going to be one? They're measuring for more.
So while the measuring goes on, I can tell you that Jarryd Davies and Anthony Parker are having a real discussion at the front here. Two shots it is to Davies. So 10 shots to 9, Val.
They lead it with 3 ends to go. They regain the lead. This is getting tense, especially after what we saw before with a completely drawn end. Does not happen.
So, outcome of that discussion is that the lead and the third in Anthony Parker and Isaac Maughan are kicking the bowls all the way back to the end of the rink. And Jarryd Davies is standing right down near the tee. So, there was probably a discussion about whether tee to tee was still the optimal outcome, but they're backing themselves and the tactics that they've set early in the match. And Anthony Parker's
stayed on just.
Used all the rink again. Good morning, Connor from England. Hope you're enjoying the coverage. We've got plenty of people on the stream here today. We're getting towards the conclusion of day 6 here at Broadbeach Bowls Club. Men's fours action. Women's fours coming your way tomorrow.
Yep, we'll be able to communicate all of the matches that are coming later on tonight or tomorrow morning on our Facebook page.
You'll be with us tomorrow. I'll be here, Val.
Yes, looking forward to it.
How are you back in the chair tomorrow? Or you've got too much work to do, mate?
I think tomorrow I'm back in the office. Yeah,
Might be Hollywood tomorrow. Michael Hollywood Sorensen. Looking forward to whatever matches are coming your way. First one going into the ditch there for Michael Taylor.
Anthony still looks to be on the quick side. I'd be disappointed with those two.
Yeah, particularly after Michael gave him a free kick there, losing the first one. If Michael can drop one on here now, Anthony Parker, I think that's an opportunity missed.
He's not quite going to get there.
Very easy to overcorrect at this.
Yeah, the
this hour
green.
of the
Yeah,
afternoon.
that's exactly right. It just shows you the conditions have changed, and Michael obviously was finding it for 3/4 of this match, all over the jack, and just gone off a little bit, just with the change of pace.
It shows how versatile you have to be as a player, just even within the game, doesn't it, Andrew? To be quickly able to adapt to the conditions, to quickly be able to adapt to what your opponents are doing.
We've seen there for Dave. Just missed his line again.
Yeah, we've seen this full length from Team Davies has probably got Michael Taylor off more than anything else. Yeah, chance here for Alan Brough. Sliding past.
Yeah, no one wants the shot at the moment. It's open for both teams.
This is where your man David Minns is out in a good track here. And a little piece of the jack just slides past as well.
That is the shot. But I don't believe we've seen the shot played yet for this end. I think Allen's the man to do it here. I reckon he'll correct on his last, draw the shot. It's a lot closer.
Yeah, getting some early applause from skipper Brennan there. You'll see how Isaac is travelling here. Might be a little bit light on for pace. Only a fraction.
Okay, Johnny, looking to try and add another one. Doesn't want to cross the line here.
A little turn through the wide.
It's good enough. It's better. 2 shots.
Can you hear that breeze now whistling again through the microphones?
It's getting quite fresh.
It is.
My legs are cold. Isaac, have you got the run? He did. It just didn't come back for him. Okay. John can add another one here. The pressure's right on Team Davies. Just got to make sure he avoids the yellow and green bolt at the front of screen. Does not want to promote that.
Yeah, good result either side though here. With the right sort of speed, and he's snuck under.
It counts.
So skips come down. Jarryd Davies has the hoodie on. He's getting a bit nippy out there. 2 ends to play after this. They lead by 1.
It's a good looking hoodie, the Broadbeach jacket. I do like it. Pretty tidy.
Going to get one?
I don't know if I've got the budget for that.
This is why they pay you the big bucks.
Oh,
So
yes.
you can look your finest. Jarryd Davies.
He's just lost his length a little bit the last few ends as it's cooled down, and he knows it too. But knowing it and changing it are two really hard. It's just a really tricky thing to do at this hour of the afternoon. As the minor birds come and park up on top of one of our cameras there. So we're nearly at the conclusion of the day. And our cameras have been providing us great coverage. We've just been tipped off. One might be a bit low on battery, so Val's gone out to check on it. Jarryd Davies needs to add.
He's not there.
Well, he gets through that hole. He might be a chance of getting inside and falling. Oh.
Still 2, the call. Wow, it's going to set up a
Grandstand finish, Andrew
big
Howie.
last end unless anything changes here. But Mick, these are the most important shots as a skipper. Free hit. He's got a bit over 2 feet to count.
Just got to get past. He's into it. Has that gone up far enough? I favour it won't have.
Yeah, he was unlucky. His weight was good. Didn't want to crash.
So reviewing the head there. 3.
Wow.
So, well, this makes it really, really exciting now, Andrew Howie, because it's a 2-shot lead. We know that they need a 3-shot victory to give themselves any chance. This is Team Brennan, of course. And Team Brennan, well, that's a bit of a lapse there, because Michael Taylor has just gone and put the jack in the ditch, which gives the mat to Anthony Parker. So Team Davies gets to set their length. 3 shots for them wins the game, or 2 shots for them will win the section. A shot or 2 shots to Team Brennan gives them a chance of winning the section. So really crucial final end here. Who do you like?
Oh, mate, it's hard to call. It's definitely ebbed and flowed, this match. Even from the outset, I haven't been able to put my finger on who I think will win this game, but a couple of ends to go. Plenty to play for, as you said. Looking for a berth in the knockout stages of the Australian Open Men's Fours.
So Mick Taylor with his final bowl of the match. Well, he deserves to finish with a good one. He's been outstanding all game.
Still one more end to go after this, mate.
One more ending. Am I going off early?
Yeah,
I did.
This is only in 14 of 15. What are you doing?
I did try and correct you just before, but that's all right, mate. We'll forgive you. You're just trying to get the viewers at home on the edge of their seat and end early, but that's all right.
I did notice, look, that we're up to 1.5 thousand now. We've got
Still
everybody tuning in for the exciting conclusion. Now, what's thrown me is that the first 2 games, they finished going in this direction. And because there was only one end roll-up,
and
we've changed the score layout,
Yeah.
we've changed a few things.
We've changed everything here. It's always session 3.
We might be getting a bit weary too, some of us. Particularly Andrew Howie, who's been working hard at this event for the last, 12 months, really.
Yeah, it's a good 6 months or so, but no, it's a team effort. All the staff at Bowls Australia, but also the host venues and all the volunteers contribute to what is the magnificent Festival of Bowls on the Gold Coast. Okay, Dave, just sliding under. Weight wasn't too bad. I think Mick Brennan's team really need to win this end. I think if they're going to win by 3, this is crucial. It's crucial for both teams, but...
well, equally for Jarryd Davies' team, if they're going to win the match, they need to win this end really as well.
Exactly right. Obviously, a draw is good enough to get them through as well, so they've got that in the back of their minds. As we see, a great shot by Allen.
And a change of hands here from David Minns.
Yeah, they need a big shot here. He's on a good track.
He might be on better than a good track, Andrew Howie. Has he got the weight?
What a great effort. Second shot.
The lights have just come on here at Broadbeach Bowls Club.
It's probably been the darkest finish to the day that we've had. 4:27. So we've got another 18 minutes of time, so we'll get there for sure.
JR's just
wandering, lurking.
Keeping an eye on proceedings.
So have a look at this wider shot and where this one comes into. 2 ends to play. They've got to win by 3 to give themselves any chance of getting through. We don't know what's happened in the other end, or in the other match, so we'll figure it out.
Yeah, results.bowlslink.com.au is where you're going to find all the results.
Oh, yeah.
Within very, very short time of all the games being completed.
Yeah, or download the Bowls Now app. A great way to store all the results on your phone. One couple of clicks away from, all the results around the country. So Bowls Now app, free through Google or, of course, through the iPhone, Apple Store, I should say. Okay, Johnny doesn't want the jack here. He's got to be careful. Oh, he's just crashed. Okay. Yeah, okay, backhand, he's called. Just that arriving shot, trying to get back to the shot bowl, trail the jack.
Zach Maughan for his final bowl of this penultimate end.
Clears the front, he's close. Needs to hold now. Oh, the little touch.
Got a little graze, but what he has done is that's gone all the way to the back of the rink and will be very close on the respot there.
So they just need a draw here, Jarryd Davies and co, and that'll get them through to the next round.
We know that for sure.
Yes,
What we don't know for sure, though, is if the result goes the other way, and for Mick Brennan, we do know that at least
they've got to win it
shots.
by at least 3, yes. So big collect in this end. If they get it, is going to go a long way to helping them overcome that group of Archer, Tasker, Gardner and Dickerson from New Zealand.
Yeah, it's not looking good for him this end. It's going to be very difficult for Jarryd to get out of trouble here. He's only 1 down, but he's just got to be very careful with only 1 bowl in the head. Can't afford to be playing too much weight.
How's this tracking?
By the same token, though, Andrew Howie, if this one parks up in there.
Yeah, it's still there for him. He can still afford to play that backhand. As you can see, he's got a bowl down the bottom of the screen. Trail the jack back to the yellow and green bowl. The only danger of he's tight to the inside half of his bowl, he could kick the jack across and be 4 or 5 down. That's the only danger.
Yeah, certainly using the black or the orange bowls to get down to the jack's a safer option at this point.
That's correct.
He's on the right sort of track to do it. How's it going to finish?
That's not bad. It's not bad there. Just in case covers the jack moving that way.
So there's a couple of bowls left in this end. And a lot of lead changes that we've had so far.
Yeah, this is smart here. Swapping to the backhand. Even if he doesn't count, he could get in the road.
Yeah, that was my thoughts. After that first one, there's a chance to get in the road here.
Which he has done. That's a good shot.
Yeah.
Hasn't counted, but it's a good bowl.
The problem now with Jarryd, if he gets a bit of the jack and doesn't go with it, he could be in a bit of strife. But he's 2 behind. One more end to play after this.
You've almost got to go for it.
I don't mind what he's looking at here.
What's he looking at? What's he saying?
Well, it looked like he was thinking, let's play more weight off the outside of those bowls, or the inside half of those wide bowls, and get back to the jack and kill it.
Looks like they've got the tee.
Well, I don't know about that.
Yeah,
though.
it's hard.
It might be only one. Might be one down on the tee still.
It's close. Let's see what Jarryd Davies decides to do.
He's going to take his time with this, and rightly so. Because very important bowl in the context of this game. So,
Guides it down.
just positive draw.
He's playing the same.
I don't think he likes it.
It's a fine line there. Like his first one just held a little bit, and that one sort of whips across.
So, with an end to play, this is the margin that they require to at least leapfrog Davies, Mins, Maughan, and Parker. Taylor, Brough, Hrabak, and Brennan. Very close. If they win this end, they'll jump them on the table and knock the Jarryd Davies skipped quartet out of the Australian Open. Whether they get through themselves, we don't know. But this is more than a live rubber. This is do or die. Jarryd Davies shaking his head. He can't quite believe what's happening.
Well, it continues the theme day today, Val.
Yep.
That every game has been really competitive. It's come down to the last end, and both teams in each contest would really feel that they've had a chance to win.
They need a 3 here. A draw gets them through. So if Jarryd Davies can net himself a 3, they are going through to the next round. The round of 128. 31 next best qualifiers out of the 97 groups. 13 to 10. Final end. Seen Jarryd Davies do it on the big stage before. It'll come down to him at the end to see what he can conjure up for his team.
And all of a sudden, doesn't that completed end of no shots scored look really like a missed, I mean, it was a great end, but
they had 2 on the jack.
But
the problem is the other team had 1.
Yeah, but I mean, if they'd been able to get a shot there, I mean, there hasn't been a lot of scoring. There was a 4, which was an absolute bomb played by Michael Brennan, has been the biggest scoring end of the game. So it's going to take something special here.
Yeah, of course, we don't know how the other game in the section's going, so as we see, Anthony Parker needs to get down.
At the 10-minute warning.
So hopefully we can get Mick to stand off the centre line. I think he's realised. Yep, there we go.
Yeah, there's a camera there, he's just said. He's probably entitled to be feeling a bit weary too.
A little bit nervous.
End of a big day.
Okay. David Mins. Looking to draw the shot on his forehand.
What a time it would be for David Mins to stand up and flex his muscle. He's a champion at this event before.
Needs to hold.
Sorry, we might have to go have a quick word.
Yeah, so
There we go.
lots of action. The bowlers walking past now as rinks complete around the club. Everyone will be heading to the bar Everyone will be heading inside to discuss their respective fortunes on what's been a really exciting first day of play here of the men's fours.
He's got to be careful here. He doesn't want the jack. Oh,
pretty well left alone in the end. Because what that does do is split up the two of Anthony Parker at the back of the rink. As Michael Brennan once again wanders into shot, making sure the sponsors get plenty of coverage. He's thought about it.
It's not far away here.
Jarryd
Get to the
Davies
shot
is
bowl.
watching it
Needs to hold
intently.
on. Wow, that got away right at the end.
So they need 3. That's what we're playing to for Jarryd Davies and his team. Nothing less will get them through. Well, it might get them through. Who knows?
Yeah, they'd be relying. Obviously,
Yeah.
Val relying on results if they can't muster up a 3 here. John's got to be very careful. His jack.
He's gone with it.
Okay, it's
But-
not a bad result. Makes it a lot harder to get 3.
So Jarryd Davies got one finger in the air.
Yeah, you'll just got to try and draw the shot on the forehand. Not much room to work with.
So this wider angle shows us the situation better.
Isaac Maughan, he's not a mile away. It is going to turn back hard.
Oh, he just has to get past the black and
Oh,
clear
that's
road.
unlucky.
That's a good effort. Doesn't have
That's-
to make too many more corrections.
Yeah, the problem is he's set it up so any movement on that bowl, the jack's moving back, so it may come back to hurt him later in the end if they're trying to make a 3.
Yeah, well, has to be passed with his next bowl. Maybe look at get to the tee, perhaps, Andrew, and
Yeah, see what happens here. Like ideally, the Mick Brennan team, they probably don't want to move this at all. It's pretty good the way it's sitting. You're just trying to draw a shot. If you sneak past, it's really good.
well, that's not going to help anything. Yeah, I mean, if you need a 3, you're going to need another one behind if you're going to make a 3 at any stage. So he's got to be up to it.
Yeah, he's either got to be up or he's got to try and change that angle on that on the black bowl there.
Well, here's the changeover. Let's see how they lie with 4 bowls to come in this match.
Not going to run the journey.
It looked like it would when he released it, but this is danger signs for this Jarryd Davies skip side. We've got 6 minutes left. Time won't be an issue. Somehow, some way.
Yeah, is there a 3 there that can be made?
It's difficult. It's difficult to see
Difficult with everybody parked
Well,
up in front of it as well there.
that too.
If we go to
Yeah.
the quarter angle, Val, we might.
Team discussion.
Let's see, can you guys see anything here?
Well, if the black bowl goes and the jack stays where it is, that's a good result. But we can't see a way that the black bowl goes without the jack moving, Andrew Howie.
Yeah, and the black bowl, remembering, guys, is a toucher as well, so it makes it even more difficult. Like, maybe there's an angle off Isaac's last bowl, getting back to the black bowl to sit it out, but, yeah, it's not an easy shot. Remembering, Jarryd's still got 2 bowls, so he could potentially draw 2 shots here. But Mick, see what he can do.
Mick Brennan, big bowl coming up for him. If they win this end, they give themselves an opportunity to get themselves into the knockout stages, all dependent on other results as we...
Oh, it's very important bowl, so everybody goes and jumps in the road. Four streaming is always challenging, and they've done pretty well for us today, all the competitors. So Val's going to go and remind all our players of their obligations.
Yeah, it's always a bit tricky when the jack gets moved off the centre line. The players forget about the camera, but it's understandable. It's a heat of the moment, and
there we go. So
plenty to play for. So what can they see?
look, it's a big discussion, and rightly so, because this is a big bowl. This could be the game.
But also remembering they'll know where they. Well, you'd like to think they know where they stand. Like, as you said, they need a 3 to jump them. So currently, Jarryd's holding 1. So it looks like they're trying to play a miracle shot here off the, as I called before, off the outside of the greeny yellow one, and remove the black bowl.
Well, you might as well try it now.
Yeah, you can't try with your last. But it's one of those things that.
Well, particularly now that Michael Brennan's got the tee covered, this is the only shot to do it.
Yeah, that's what he's going for.
Jarryd Davies, what have you got?
Just hanging out there a little bit.
So he might have to try something like outrageous with his last.
Yeah.
This is not going to be easy.
So we'll see another conference here. Scott watching on Edge Isaac's last bowl. That's the shot that they were going for. So it's all about the defence here.
Yeah, it's
Team Brennan.
It's interesting. Like, I'm wondering if they're aware of how the other match went, which is on the green behind us.
Well, they've had plenty of fans here today. So the Brennan team. So it feels as though they're going to know, or at least have an idea, because they've got people going around. They've been bringing them refreshments.
Yeah, well, either way, their shot doesn't change. They need to get the shot, but if he misses, it's whether Jarryd Davies is aware of how the other rink went. What do they need to do? If he doesn't need a 3 to get through, he won't be playing it.
Is there is there a discussion that that black bowl needs a friend somehow? Surely not. I think you'd have to be satisfied with how the head's set up. And look, if Jarryd Davies plays an absolute humdinger.
Well, Mick's got a good shot on here. He's got to play the forehand. He turns the cannon with his black bowl through the jack to hold 2, or he sits the shot bowl out and he's holding 1. And that would be enough for his side to jump the Davies combination.
Mick Brennan.
Got some turning to do.
Well, he's gone and parked another one around the back of the rink and got some applause from his teammates there. So clearly they're happy with that as second prize, if nothing else.
So it comes down to this. Jarryd Davies needs to net a 3 to ensure progression. If he can get 1 or 2, it's in the hands of the gods.
The hooter has just gone.
So it doesn't matter. This is the last bowl anyway. Jack was rolled. So Jarryd Davies, it all comes down to what he puts down here. Former Victorian playing at his home club, on its way.
Problem is, he still needs one of the other bowls to stay and count. He's close to getting his own. He hasn't got his own.
So I think they're 1 up. I believe they scored there, but they have lost.
So it's going to come down to the other match in the section.
13-11 is the final score here.
Well, if nothing else, it's been a fantastic contest it's been a pleasure to bring you all. You will have to go all the way to the results portal and make sure that see what the other results were if you're interested in seeing who has progressed from this section.
Sure, yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see what happens later on this evening when we try and figure this out. But Nick Hind and Andrew Howie, thank you very much for your efforts today. It's been an absolute pleasure calling these fours games with you.
Thank you, Val. It's been an absolutely top fun as always. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow for the women's fours action.
Yes,
Yeah,
we'll see
thanks,
them.
guys. What a day. Cheers.
Looking forward to it, Andrew Howie. We'll let you go back to the office and get your work done. But it is a win to Michael Taylor, Alan Brough, Johann Hrabak and Michael Brennan. They win 13-11. And it is going to be interesting to see. That won't be enough to get them through. So now Jarryd Davies and his team, it's up to the hands of the gods to see whether they get through. Of course, the AO proudly brought to you by and supported by Tourism and Events Queensland and Experience Gold Coast. We thank them for all of their support. A big thank you to you for watching on today. From Andrew Howie, Nick Hind and